Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to the Boys and Baltic Star. Can you believe it? We're back. It's been a weird old few weeks, hasn't it? I don't think we gathered together since. I think Ben, you and I haven't been on the same screen together since we had our drunken night at my house. I don't think we've actually streamed all together since then.
Probably true.
And that was like the 20th of December. My goodness, it's been a funny old time. We meant to meet up a bit, but there's been some sickness, there's been some unavailability, there's been dodgy eyes, dodgy heads, dodgy all different parts of the body, internally, externally. But look at it, we're here today.
And that's just Luke.
That is just me.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and be on mute duty for coughing. I'll be able to control mine. We'll do the best we can. I've probably had COVID. I know Ben was pretty unwell with some things as well. Still
Yeah.
isn't 100. Neither of us are still 100%. So we're going to do what we can here and there. Spares is spent half their sleep preparing for today. So Ewan's just Ewan. What can we make up that Ewan had?
The young guy's holding us together.
Yes, literally.
You're still below 40, right, Ewan?
No.
No,
No.
No.
Oh, no.
the young guy is now in his 40s.
Young
Uh-oh.
compared to me, but not, young compared to some people.
Not young compared to a lot of people, I think, Ben.
You're not.
I'm going to be honest.
You're not.
I'm
yet
getting
the
to the
oldest-
point where I'm nervous at visiting the Natural History Museum in case they think I'm smuggling myself out of the fossil exhibit.
I'm just nervous about every time I sneeze.
Mm.
I look forward to that.
The good thing is, Ewan, you're not in the oldest category on that Discord questionnaire yet, though. 45 plus.
True.
Yeah, I've got 2 more years.
My bones
Hanging in there.
rumbled at that point. Anyway, with an average age of about 93, here we are. It's like the Rolling Stones of about 3 years ago. But it's the Boys and Baltic Star. It's Saturday night, and on Saturday night we play a whole range of things. And yes, Luke, you may have cried. Weren't you supposed to be doing the Winter of Love? We were. Look, it's cursed. Okay, it's cursed. I had to pull out the last one. Real life has happened for this one as well. Who knows what will happen in coming weeks? Well, I know Ewan's jogged off on a jolly next week, I think. So everything's going to be moved around.
Volunteering work.
Yeah.
I'll have you know.
Yeah, you're not exactly helping
I mean, if we did
with
it
the
in
homeless in
February-
like somewhere.
It would make more sense anyway.
Oh yeah, the February of Love. Yeah, it's true.
That's very true.
So maybe that's just the universe telling us what we should be doing.
I mean, you're going to get socks being a lot more sappy.
That is
The
true.
14th is a Saturday.
Oh, well,
Oh, my goodness.
there we go. Well, there we go. It's definitely rolling into February anyway, so maybe we think it'll. I'll rewrite we'll do some dates and we'll work it out. It's mainly
I know.
spares, socks. We'll have to get you in. You're in for 2, aren't you? Spares.
Yes. Yes.
You were
I
going in
mean-
for tonight. So.
And this might surprise you to know, but I'm not actually occupied every Saturday. So
What?
I know,
Unbelievable.
surprising. I could play more.
Well, why didn't you say so? We've been looking to replace Ewan for a while now.
But-
He's too old.
It's
He's just too old.
true.
now.
They don't even bother cutting me out of the memos anymore. I still receive them.
That's terrible.
Me and Ben have started a separate group chat.
You can be in my group chat, okay?
Thanks. At the very least, you can fill me in at what they're saying when you replace me.
Yeah.
We know the group chat between you is just going to be cats anyway.
That's fair.
Right, so it is the 4 of us. We're playing a game called The Villagers, which is a game that 3 of us have written over a period of time. We've been practicing it, we've been trying it, we've been adding to it, we've been doing bits and pieces. And Sparrow has agreed to join us as the 4th member of our foursome. So we've got a GM and 3 detectives at any one time. And the GM's going to bounce around a bit as long as Sparrow's happy to keep coming back. And we're going to tell a few stories in it. And then the idea is we're going to release it, make it available for people that might want to play it.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
This is one of the stories, so it's no good if someone wants to play it. So if you're watching it now and you do want to play this game, you need to be the GM for this game. this story, this adventure, because it's one of the adventures
Okay.
potentially. So yes, so I've mentioned some names, but let's find out a bit more about the people behind the names. My name is Luke. Hello, I'm in the bottom right-hand corner. I am the GM for this evening. And that's all there is to know about me. As opposed to the person one across from me, there he is. He's in prime fist bump location. If he'll offer one up,
He has to figure out which way he has to go first.
the way you're
I
looking,
think it's going to be this way.
God.
Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good.
You got. It's like you're the guy from Scary Movie with that tiny little hand. Is it your strong hand? Is it that one?
I'm just going to get closer. It's perspective, Luke.
Fist bump my strong hand. It is my brother from another mother. He is the Fleece Master General, the housewife's favourite, the man with the smallest hand in Faversham. It is Ewan. Good evening, Ewan. How are you?
Oh no.
Hello, Luke. Very good. Thanks. I'm very good, despite being dealt an unusually small hand.
It's true. A small hand in life. What have you enjoyed most about Christmas, Ewan?
What have I enjoyed most about Christmas? I'm going to be honest. It's quite a tough choice. There's a lot of things that are very exciting, but the thing that I enjoy most as a little self-indulgent is a nice bit of cheese, some cheese and crackers.
Oh.
Very rarely do I eat any Stilton outside of Christmas time.
It's a little cheeky Stilton.
Hmm.
Lovely.
So that's been quite enjoyable.
And
of course, friends and family and all that stuff.
Of course.
But that goes without saying.
As long as they bring the Stilton.
That's the one rule of my house. If you're going to visit, bring Stilton.
Whole load of dishes with Stilton. Why don't you tell us about your character in this magical adventure?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I play Scottish-born, now resident in somewhere, St Philip's Point. Arthur McBride. He is a gamekeeper by trade. He enjoys a bit of metal detectoring. Really doesn't like cheese in general. I've just decided. It's particularly blue cheese. He has a strong dislike for. And of course, most importantly, and the reason that I'm actually here is because he has a dog called Thistle, his beloved beagle Thistle.
He's a lovely boy. Is Thistle, and
he's a very good dog.
He is a very good dog, and Arthur's not too bad himself.
He brings the dog, so he does all right, I think.
Speaking of another man who does all right, he's the man above me, both physically here and socially and academically. He is the smartest man in any room, who lives his entire life in the Twin Peaks dream sequence, and can often be found being carried around Faversham atop a sedan chair on the shoulders of 6 heavily oiled Eastern European gentlemen, topless of course. He is the Queen of Faversham, and he's being well looked after by the town through his sickness. It is Ben. Good evening, Ben. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, and recovering, and just slightly gravelly in the voice, I think. But other than that, pretty much there.
That's true. When your voice goes gravelly, the Barry White phase, as I like to call it, do you do a lot of your audiobook recording during that phase, especially for the single ladies?
I don't record as many audiobooks as I have been begged to repeatedly. But I should probably do that. I think normally I arrange to have a gravelly voice through simply terrible lifestyle choices rather than disease.
Yeah, and why not after all? Tell us about your character. Is he a man of terrible lifestyle choices?
Well, one pretty obvious terrible lifestyle choice. He decided to become a postman. And his name is Andy Lyon. He's he's very much a fan of the post office. He likes it as an institution, as a piece of heritage, as a piece of history. Um, and he therefore has as a hobby collecting sort of old communication devices and calculators and things like that hark back to the days when the post office wasn't just a place to lose your parcels at, but also what was a place where telephones and telegraph systems and everything went through.
Mm. Heady times indeed.
Oh. He's the proud owner of a bat badge as well.
He is. He is. In fact, I believe all three of our characters have a different badge, including the character played by our last player today, who I normally say horrifically vicious things to, but I'm just kind of glad they're alive right now. Um,
Oh no.
so it is the yin to my yang, my nemesis, the most hated of all,
Wow. That's right.
Dave's biggest enemy.
So you think about me a lot?
Very much so. It is. They're never out of my dreams and nightmares, waking and sleeping. It is Sparrow. Evening, Sparrow. How are you?
It's January. This is where we're at. The rich, the rich eating of Christmas is kind of kicking me in the butt,
Oh,
but we're doing okay.
that's good. I thought you were about to say something political about eating the rich for a minute. I got quite excited. I started getting off my chair.
I mean, I'm
That's
just,
Almost as good as
it's hard
good.
to choose. I have so much access.
That's true.
Just
Go
simply
around
by
it,
toilet smell alone, I have a fair selection.
Oh, it's good to have you with us, though, and thank you
you.
for coming along. Thank you for coming to our, I'd call it our backup plan, but things like the villages are never really a backup plan.
It's just waiting in the wings to shine. A nice surprise.
That's what we always say about Ewan, isn't it, Ben?
It is on the list of things we say about Ewan.
Oh, he is the housewife's favorite.
That's also on the list. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a long list, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I only read the 3 most charming ones each week.
I'm taking that as a positive.
I forgot to say to both Ben as for a Happy New Year. By the way, Ewan and I had a discussion last week about how late in the year you can say it to someone. I think Ewan was going about June, I think.
Halfway through the year. Seems about right.
I mean, you've got until at least March because there's the Chinese New Year.
Yes. Yeah, there are like 3 or 4, aren't there, of different categories and different types.
Mhm.
Pure lunar ones and Chinese cultural ones, and yes, very weird.
I mean, I think we should go back to the solstice being the new year, but I don't get to choose.
I mean, I don't disagree. I just think it's possible that can be a background task while there are bigger problems to work on.
Oh, you don't think we should completely organize our calendar when the world is burning?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it may not be a popular opinion. I just think there are things that are perhaps higher priority than shifting everyone's life upside down by just changing their diaries.
How about fiddling?
I just want them
Can
to
we do
stop
that?
saying it's
Or-
the first day of winter when it's actually the last day of winter.
Yes.
Well,
yes, it's true.
The days are getting longer. I can feel the sad dripping off me.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what that is? I was wondering.
That is. I know I'm looking a bit glistening. Speaking of someone that glistens, let's talk about elderly Bob Lewis in this weather.
This weather in this state with this tiny amount of dinner in him. Bob Lewis is the local organ player. I'm pretty sure it's St. Matthew's. It's been a minute. I was insisting it was St. James for a while, but it's St. Matthew's.
St. Matthew's.
And he is an elderly man. He is in this weather, 30 C, I heard last I heard. Probably still is.
It just started to drift off a little bit down, I'd imagine now. You're probably into the
clouds have come in.
the 27s now, I'd imagine. It's 7:30 in the evening, so.
Regardless of the weather, he is fully dressed in his mom jeans and white and blue short sleeve button-up shirt and cardigan. He's had, I don't know, 7 or 8 pints today. And he snacked on some cheese and pickles a little earlier. Had a cookie. It's a little cranky. Um, he's gotten a few messages on his flip phone about where is he? Has he been drinking water? He had a glass of water all day,
He did.
and he's kind of upset at this person whose house we're careening toward, because she doesn't appreciate the beauty of church music, and he feels targeted at his organ keyboard. This is the ladies in this town. It ain't right.
Wow.
Yeah.
If there's a man to put the local religious ladies right, it's
That's right.
definitely Bob Lewis.
He'll gossip them into shape.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
definitely.
Wouldn't believe the things I can imagine you did.
And we'll blame you for.
Yes. 50 years in this town. I know everybody and what they might do.
Yeah, I bet he does as well. My goodness, does he ever? Oh. Right, well.
I want a ham sandwich.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not in the little quad bike humming my way down the Roman road like the rest of you are. I can only imagine. But
We're having a great time.
But that is where we start this evening. So grab your dice and your notes. I know your copious amounts of notes. And let us return to Southbourne. I may be biased, but wow, what an adventure we've had today. And now, as our three heroes whip along the old Roman road between the historic villages of Waltham Bridge and St James in the parish of Southbourne, somewhere on the south coast of England, with the wind in their hair and an illegal amount of alcohol in the bloodstream of quad bike driver, local postman, and sexy legged dandelion, it feels like a perfect time to catch up a bit on what's been happening. But first, please remember, don't drink and drive. It is now 7:30 p.m. on Sunday the 16th of August, and it appears that the last wicket has just fallen at the Waltham Bridge cricket ground. With around 50 minutes until sunset, it seems that the cricket, at least, has had a thoroughly normal day, albeit with drinks having to be enjoyed at the ground tonight, rather than the players heading up to the Brewers Tap in Waltham Bridge after the first couple of rounds at the club as they normally would do. Older American gentleman, Catholic organist and amateur spiritualist Bob Lewis, is enjoying the cooling air whipping through his silver locks as he sits, uncomfortably crammed into the quad bike's trailer, with Dare Scotsman and kilt enthusiast Arthur McBride, the latter keeping a firm hold on his thoroughly thrilled, tongue-flapping beagle Thistle, and longing for a quiet Monday morning back on the island, away from the troubles and strife of the mainland. But why are we here, zigzagging rather precariously at a solid 15 miles an hour, with one working headlight reflecting in turn off the road in front and the eyes of confused deer in the woodland to the right? Well, Andy, Bob, Arthur and Thistle are trundling their way down to St James in the hope of closing the case of the murdered Morris dancer, one that DCI Cornwall called them onto at 1:30 p.m. after the body of the deceased Morris dancer, Hugo Carstairs, had been found by the pub's barmaid. With only minor questioning of the barmaid, landlord, and none of the visiting cricketer, who may have been the last person the deceased Carstairs had spoken to, the posse had checked the body for extra holes and the pockets for clues, as well as going through the bins downstairs in the beer cellar. Poisoning became the chief suspect for cause of death, as our three men and dog chatted with a couple of Carstairs' Morris team, Terence and Stephen, made several phone calls to sexy 20-something Sylvie LeBonc, and then called to another Morris man, Neil, who had headed off to take an extra shift at the halfway house. Knowing that Hugo had been drinking the highwayman's ale, the team focused on what the others around him were drinking, looking for how the poison may have entered his body. As they waited for the beer bus down to St James to talk to another member of the Morris team, the crew enjoyed conversation with the local Catholic priest, Father Noel, and the head of the local WI, Catherine Staples. The priest upset by the murder, while Catherine seemingly less cut up by his death, sharing her dislike of Morris dancers. The time at the Waltham Beer Festival over. Oh yeah, this is all happening during a beer festival, by the way. The sleuths jumped on the free beer bus, doing laps of the parish over the. Oh, hang on, where have I gone? Over the. Oh, hang on a sec. The sleuths jumped on the free beer bus, doing laps of the parish over the festival weekend, to head to the slightly more peaceful and sober scenes of the seaside village of St James. Here, our lads certainly found out how not to talk to middle-aged ladies. Understandable for borderline hermit Arthur, but you'd expect the beloved by older ladies' trades of postman and church organist would do better. Might be worth taking a bingo caller next time. Finding out that the members of the local ladies' coffee group, of which Catherine Staples was a member, had all signed a petition to save the bats by stopping the regular bell ringing in the local church, the crew had put two and something else together, deciding that maybe it wasn't Morris dancer Hugo Carstairs who was murdered, but rather campanologist Hugo Carstairs that was shuffled off this mortal coil against his wishes. Wife of Morris man Cherie Wayne was the first stop, the regular host of the coffee evenings with herself, Catherine, Sylvie's mother Millie, and former headmistress Phyllis Chumley. Cherie and her husband David's house was a quaint and perfectly lovely cottage in the grounds of the local church, while a walk across the village, via a drop-in on Cajun gruff David Wayne at the Origin pub, saw the lads get to the beautifully appointed and delightfully charming cottage of Phyllis. Managing to get on the wrong side of the powerful Phyllis, our four left with their tails between their legs, one literally, with Phyllis stating how she'd always found Cherie common and was glad to be moving the coffee evening over to her house where they belonged. A trip back into the centre of the village got them a useful clue after an awkward chat with the drunken cougar that was Millie LeBonc. Jumping in the nearest dodgiest taxi around, the boys headed up the road to Stanton to drop in on Delilah Moonbeam, who had just closed up her hippie shop for the day and was saging for good spiritual vibrations. Asking about her use of cyanide, the clue from Millie, Delilah talked to the crew about her current jewellery making course she's running for Cherie, Millie, Sylvie, Catherine, and local hotelier Carmen Pillows. Having been asked about the cyanide specifically, Delilah informed the amateur dicks that it's used for a certain lesson on the course, and after going to check her supplies, she returned to inform them that a vial was missing. With time running out, the part-time snoopers made the call to check in on Carmen, heading back to Waltham Bridge to talk to who turned out to be a genuinely busy, genuinely shocked, devout Christian. Either it's great cover or a terrible waste of time. You tell me, but with less than 2 hours before the police from out of town took the case out of their hands, our heroes decided to nick a local farmer's quad bike and rev off down the Rupes back to the ladies of St James. With the open road ahead of them, the throbbing of the quad beneath them, the woods to the right and the monastery off to the left, it was like being teenagers again, except with much achier bones and guaranteed hangovers tomorrow. It's 7:40 p.m. and it's going to be at least another 10 minutes before we make it to St James. So, dear friends, I'm going to bring the map up a little bit. I'm going to put you at about level with the Armitage Hotel as it stands. You are at the current rate on this dodgy old quad that's sort of made for fields.
Mm-hmm.
You're about 10 minutes away from St James. You can chat if you wish, or you can just focus. You've got 10 minutes to put things in place, or we can go straight to St James.
Well, to be honest, in character, even though we're not going that quickly, Andy is enjoying the wind blowing in his face in this open top tractor, and cannot take the smile off his face.
I think so. Bob is in the trailer with Ewan's character.
Mhm.
My brain is
I like
spaced
to
out.
I like to imagine that Arthur is sat directly opposite Bob,
Yeah.
with his knees up, legs wide apart, kilt on. Luckily, he's got his beloved dog Thistle sat on his lap, and as such, you're excused from a view that would probably, at this point in the day, I'd like to think, turn your stomach.
It's something Bob hasn't walked in on a few times.
Do some zigzagging. The two of you are being sort of thrown against each other from time to time. The trailer is not solid behind the quad bike, so every time Andy manages to right one, it takes that minute before the trailer sort of wobbles around a bit behind.
I feel like Thistle is trying to encourage Bob to enjoy this more, and Bob is in the spirit of it. You know how Dog is like, I want everyone to be happy right now. Oh, old man, are you happy? Are you happy? And Bob is a little bit. You can't really resist a beagle. It's fact.
It's fact. It's fact.
So, like, we know what we're doing, right, Arthur? We got to find that vial. Where haven't we looked yet? What are we going to say to him?
I'm going to be honest. We haven't looked many places. We did a brief bit of looking in the pub.
Yeah.
I snooped around a little bit upstairs. It must
found a letter.
I found a letter, but no vial. I didn't look through any rubbish bins or anything. It must. Got to say, I don't. Where would you dispose of a vial if you had some evidence that you wanted to get rid of?
Did she have a garden trash?
I can't remember. I'm going to be honest.
She's had time to tidy too, so we'll have to look pretty hard.
It's been longer now.
We were pretty suspicious.
With good reason. With good reason.
Do you think Phyllis called her yet?
Oh, I hope not.
All right.
I feel as though I need to offer up some kind of apology to Phyllis when all this is over. I'm going to be honest. Unless, of course, they did it. They could still. Part of me is hoping, just so I don't have to apologise.
Yeah, that's me every time. I really hope that what I know is true. I do love talking about it.
That gossip.
Oh, do we have anything from her house? Maybe I could try a bit of clairvoyance.
From whose house? We've got the letter.
From Charisse?
Are you thinking about Catherine?
Cherie.
We didn't go to her house, did we? Cherie, yeah. It was the letter from
Charisse. Okay, give me.
That is right, isn't it, Luke?
He reaches out a big bony hand.
Yep, it was from Cherie.
Organ playing.
It was at Cherie's. I think you found out who it's from as well, I believe.
Yes, I think we did.
Well, I want to try out a skill I haven't used yet.
Right.
Wait, how many things do I have in the way?
Well, I have to hope this fails, or I have to accept that clairvoyance is a legitimate science.
It's an interest, not a...
I can give you. This is. I'm going to take folklore. No, hang on. Yeah, let's take folklore.
Okay.
Go D8 farming, D6 relaxing, D4 for folklore, and I will give you an extra D6 for your power.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a D10, a D8, and a D6 then.
Okie.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna do this on Roll20 in case anybody's wondering what's taking
so long. To be fair, and that makes sense. It's not a beloved item, is it? It's literally a letter that's been in the house for like a day or two, so it's not.
D10. Oh.
So you're clutching this letter, or putting your hands over it as you're bobbling along. While you do that, while you're rolling, Andy, you're going to need to roll a driving check.
Just to clarify, Arthur's grabbed a handful of whatever leaves are on the bushes as we drive past, and he's holding out his lighter, trying to light them and waft some smoke to make it, He saw what happened in Moonbeam's shop. He knows
Right,
that's what he's doing.
The driving check presumably is tractoring.
Yes, please.
Which means I get a D10 and a D4.
Okey-dokey.
That's it.
I get a 1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 2. Oh, hello.
Yes, with my clairvoyance.
What were you just trying to get a general vibe, or were you asking for something specific from the world of the spirits?
Where does Cherie hide little things?
Oh, I like it. Well, you got there 1 and a
then
4.
A 1 and a 4. The 4 let me down again, but
Of course.
You got a 1 on the 10, which
Just
is
as you're
impressive.
holding on tight to the letter and you're starting to get something breaking through, a sense of something.
Ooh.
You sort of feel a big bump as the back of the quad jumps up and down. But it could have been a lot worse because Andy managed to avoid a massive pothole, which we have in a lot of country roads around
Yes.
the UK.
Not
His
just the
roll,
country roads.
no, wow, not the truth. His roll was strong enough that you sort of all the wheels mostly stayed down. You managed to keep hold of everything. Excellent driving, Andy. That's literally harking back to your youth rather than skill. And for you, Bob, you guess you're asking the spirits where she might hide things
Hmm.
from a letter that was sort of stuffed away. You get a sense of like a brown cabinet with it's sort of the back is flat, the front has that sort of sloping up with the single handle on the middle that you pour down. There might either be a writing desk or drinks cabinet. You know, people would use it for one of a few things.
Yeah.
And you sort of picture there's a keyhole a small keyhole in it.
Ooh, yeah, likely. Yeah, both of those things are likely. Yeah, so, and of course, Bob's a little theatrical about it, wipes the letter across, not a non-greasy part of his forehead. He's like, I'm seeing the drinks cabinet or a desk, and there's a lock. And he hands back the letter for safekeeping because he doesn't want to be responsible for it.
Mhm.
That's where we should look. I don't know how we're going to get in there and look around, especially if we're making a scene. But I think that's where it's going to be. It makes sense, though.
The road continues. You're down. You're coming to the end of the golf course. So the golf course on the right-hand side. You recognise the holes. Those of you that snuck on there at night and hit a few balls around without having to pay. You can see this is where the 9 turns back to go back in, and you've hit the edge of the course, and you are maybe 3 minutes away from St James now.
Bob, when we're done with all this, would you fancy a late night 18?
I need a sandwich. And I need
You
to
need a
check
sandwich?
my wife. But yes, I'm very
Well,
excited right now. I love
I'm
being
sure
right.
we can find a sandwich.
All right.
And I'm pretty confident that Andy will join in. You can tell by the legs that he enjoys a walk at least.
If we are out of jail at the end of the night, I would love to play some golf with you.
Perfect. Here, now, I'm going to assume at this point that we've still got some kind of leftover beer from somewhere. And raise a plastic.
If you've gone with plastics, 100%.
They're not serving anything in glass today. It's a beer festival. You
I
can't
look
even
forward
pay
to
for
it.
a glass.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're on the golf course now.
You're past the bottom. If you look at the map, you're down to where there's a tree just to the right-hand side. So you look at it as the Rupes.
Yep.
Just to the north of St James, and that's where you're pretty much level to now. Then you keep on driving another minute, and you're where the Armitage Road rejoins.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, you're over the train track, and you're back in St James. You slow down over the rail track, and you hit don't hit it. Actually hit it, but you reach the roundabouts, Andy.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I will pull to a stop at the roundabout and yell back at the others. Remind me which way.
As you're there, there's a bunch of merrymakers heading back to the train station, wearing Union Jack bucket hats and things like that. They give them the whole hey, and they start slapping at you guys as you go past, slapping heads.
I will yell at them with absolute deadly seriousness, well, as much as I can manage after a few pints. Stand aside, gentlemen. Official business.
You find a bucket hat pushed firmly onto the top of your head, and you don't know what's on it. The other two notice it's SpongeBob.
That seems appropriate. SpongeBob is very official. We love how involved in his community he is.
Arthur, you're handed a plastic glass of who knows what booze, but it's booze coloured.
He accepts it gratefully, and he says, "Oh, thank you very much, gentlemen. I don't suppose any of you have any golf clubs on your person. We seem to have forgotten ours, and we've got a round later."
Golf clubs, you say? Ah, the golf club. Do they let people on at this time of night?
No, we're not playing at the golf club, obviously.
What's your name?
Me?
Yeah,
Arthur.
Arthur. Come on, Steve. Let's go. Let's jump on the course. If someone catches us, we'll say Arthur told us. Go on, lads.
Sure.
And like 3 of them peel off from the train station and just start walking up the Rupes instead.
Well, I'm glad I've made their evening a lot more enjoyable. Possibly.
I don't recognize those lads.
Smells the cup that he received from them.
Mm-hmm. It's
Does it smell
probably
like-
it's the local cider.
He'll offer it up to Bob.
Oh, Bob will take a swig and hand it back.
Thanks. I'll take a big swig as well. Where are we going again?
Cherise.
Yeah, Sherry Wayne's.
Are we sure? Are we sure? Okay.
So we just crossed the tracks and we're at the roundabout. I think we need to go right.
Yeah, I think
car's
either straight
car's
on or
behind you
right
starts
will
beeping.
catch us there.
Straight or right?
Beep, beep,
Seems
beep,
good.
beep, 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 beep,
Go
beep,
right
beep,
and then
beep.
head down the alley.
Yeah, we can't
That'll be fun.
fit through the hedges of this church, so we have to go to the front door.
Okay. Andy immediately says, "Right, it is," and goes straight over the roundabout. Before obviously then following the road a bit right and a bit right again to aim us to roughly where we're going.
I
Technically
hope
correct.
it's one of those small ones that's just painted in the middle of the road. Not a ramp for us
Well, I
to
was
take.
going to say, according to this picture, it's a small, ramped, grassy one. So who's going to need to roll a tractor skill, please?
Oh God. Right. This
This is to control the trailer, not to push the ATV over.
Yeah, the good thing about tractors is actually they're quite good on grass.
Trailers, on the other hand.
Oh, that did not go well at all.
Oh.
I got a 9 and a 4. That's almost as bad as it is possible for me to roll.
Okay, make a note.
We're never going to make it to Cherise.
As he blasely, that's a new word, swings the quad bike over the ramped up roundabout. The angle he hits at sort of flips it. He sort of manages to kind of maintain it on 2 side wheels. The bravery suddenly giving way to fear. He kind of lands it, but as he lands it, the back trailer does indeed flip fully over, pulling him with it. So he falls off the quad bike, but the quad bike is onto its side and then rolls onto it upside down. The trailer has like flipped a couple of times, throwing our 2 gentlemen off, and is crunched on the floor. The wheels of the quad bike are still spinning upwards, but it's you're not going anywhere on that.
Whoa there, young man. What was that all about? There's Bob trying to claw his way up.
Arthur, whilst in jovial spirits beforehand, now sees Bob take a bit of a tumble. And, I like to think that Bob's at that age where people panic and they don't laugh if you fall over, no matter how drunk they are. So he'll rush over and he'll start helping him up. You okay? You all right?
Oh my goodness! Oh, what I did! So much drama today. We'll be talking about this for years. And
Oh, don't tell anyone about this.
wherever
I'm gonna.
wherever Arthur's grabbed onto, like probably his under his elbows, he'll just be clapping his hand on top of Arthur's hands. Like, just like, don't let go of me yet. I'm not.
In
And
fact,
he'll
the
put
three,
an
of,
arm round sort of under his arm and give him a bit of support.
the three of you can in fact take a damage for the first time. Here we go. We're trying out a bit of damage.
You have damage?
And yeah, the way you're going to take damage is
Who would hurt no band?
look at your strength, agility, and humor.
Oh
And
yeah,
you're
we
going
have
to choose
stats.
one of those. You're going to remove it off. So strength, if it's something that will affect your, the injury is something that would affect your strength. Agility is if the injury would sort of slow you down or make you less agile. And humor, you can take it, which means you weren't physically damaged, but it's made a hit to your mood for the evening.
I'm gonna choose agility if I get to choose.
Yeah, you can take which three that you took.
I think Arthur might have to like support Bob a little bit more than usual for the rest of the night.
Because if you need to make a roll that doesn't hit the skills, we use those instead, of course. So that's where you're.
Well, the agility is already really low.
To be fair, if he'd landed it, I'd have given you all bonuses. Quite frankly.
So this makes my agility, instead of being 3, it's now 2.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Arthur's going to take his humour. I like to think that a 31-year-old, seeing as we're at a standstill at the beginning of the roundabout, would be able to survive a somewhat slow speed tip over, but he's going to be quite frustrated and upset about it.
Sounds reasonable.
If you're happy with that.
Yeah. And you, Andy?
Definitely strength, I think. Yep.
Oh, what are we?
Now,
Yeah, I feel it's a sort of a proper, like being winded kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, in the game, you can recover it back. Oh man, poor old Bob.
I know.
But in the game, you could gain it back by if the three of you agreed to spend a turn, which in this case is not what you want to do. So you're running out of turns, which I think in this game is like an hour, I think, or half an hour.
Oh,
In
no,
this
we don't have
setting.
that time.
If you spent it in either the church or a pub, you would gain back those. You'd gain back a point. If that makes sense. So
Okay.
the good.
Well, we're
the
going to
good
be
mood
playing
of-
this again, so that's good to know.
Yeah,
To the church.
To the church. We need to recover ourselves.
Well, technically, that's where we're going.
We are kind of going church adjacent.
Yes. Frustratingly for Cherie.
Yeah. Andy will make the executive decision that we're walking from here.
Off he strides.
Bob has not let go of Arthur's arm. He is now supporting Bob and helping him to move at a normal pace.
A crowd has gathered around it, of course, a small crowd for the village.
It just kind of jostled his joints. He's not like limping or anything, but everything is just kind of like a little less coordinated than it was. He's been thrown like a scarecrow.
Suddenly, the drunkenness kicks back in for Arthur. Quick! No, nobody saw. Just scurry. Just act natural. Act natural. It'll be fine. Andy, are you all right?
Yeah, just need a second to get my breath back. I'll be fine. And I will try marching off with a sort of. I think some of that may have been my fault. Sorry.
Arthur, without asking, will pick up Bob on his back and give him a piggyback. Unless there's any.
Bob's had a nearly empty
Unless
stomach
he's
all
like,
day long. He's going to let you do this. He's, that tumble put him in a youthful mood. His body doesn't agree. But he's like, oh, hey, yeah, let's go. And he waves his arm around.
Bob, roll a farming, relaxing, drinking for me, please.
Okay. Farming. Okay. My keyboard works now. I got a new keyboard.
That's good.
No, that's an
No?
8 and a 5.
Arthur, you feel the unmistakable moisture of puke down your shirt as the events of the day and the violent crash has caused Bob to unfortunately throw up over you.
But there's not much in there.
No, there wouldn't be.
It's mostly liquid. Bob, are you okay? Do you want me to put you down?
Finds a handkerchief and like litters gratuitously. Just throws away the handkerchief after wiping up.
Do you want to walk, or are you all right?
I should walk, I think.
Okay.
It was fun though. You're a good lad. You're a good boy. Thank you.
I was just trying to look after you.
Well, I
feel
appreciate it.
bad
I think
now.
Thistle might be a little jealous.
And he looks back at the wrecked four-wheeler.
You're just walking away from.
And I like to think that in his mind it's a tremendous Hollywood movie style crash, but actually there's just a group of people gathered around pointing at this ATV and trailer.
Yes, it probably did a very British sort of slow speed road crash where it hit a curb and just rolled agonizingly slowly onto its side. With
we were just like
having
this.
time to stop and watch it happen.
Yeah, there was a small little electrical spark from one of the lights, maybe, and that's as much explosion as you get.
Yeah, the actual damage is the fact that the wing mirror has been pushed across, so will need to be pushed back once it's righted.
Exactly, and the radio is now stuck on radio 2.
There you go. You see, this is it. This is how I imagine it. This was not a high-speed collision, let's face it.
So, Andy, are you marching off to the corner of Brunel into Ocean View, or are you going to cut through the ambles?
I am, since going straight over clearly was a poor choice, I'm going to change my mind and head down Brunel to the ambles.
Okay. So the three of you march off. Andy in the lead, looking a bit tattered with his SpongeBob hat firmly on his head. He's marching off with some certainty. Arthur, with your shirt, with your fine cable knit, covered in old man puke.
Covered is a little.
He's taken that off now, given the situation, and he'll pass it over to Bob. And would you mind holding this for me?
No, he will hold it. He'll fold it neatly and hold on to it.
And he's got quite a tight. Thanks.
Yeah, of course he has.
He's got like quite a tight little vest underneath. So he's just got a vest and a kilt now.
Like the Oats man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is this to distract the old ladies? Because I know a few of them that would. I can give you their numbers if you're looking for an older woman. I'm just saying.
No. I was just getting a bit warm, Bob. It's fine.
Has he got the saltire tattooed on his forearm like Sean Connery?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
He follows, and slightly confused Bob wanders around behind them, kind of supported by Thistle, making sure the three of them head the right way. They do head down the ambles. The pub's probably got about, it's Sunday night, and although it's Drinking Fest, there seems to be an awareness that they're trying to push people back out of the village. Mm-hmm. So there's probably about an hour left on the pub, maybe. But you can see in the bar they're purposefully, now they're just serving into plastics. There's a vibe of trying to push people out, closing the doors. There's someone on the door, which is very rare for this village. Just making sure if you're going in, you're aware of closing times and so on. The patisserie lights off, the smokery lights off, fossil shop lights off, the cheese shop. Old Colin Wensley is off. A sad-looking Colin Wensley shuffles out. Another day of not taking enough money. Poor man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Arthur shakes his fist at the cheese shop.
Colin looks shocked and confused as he heads off back to his small ramshackle cottage up to the north of the village, where he'll just live on a small loaf of bread and some beans for the 14th day in a row.
He's got like £2,000 worth of cheese sat in his shop.
During a beer festival, how is he lacking in sales?
The smokery's done very well this weekend. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem. The smokery's kind of classy.
Smokery's charging you horrific money for a sausage.
It's true.
You make it to the bottom of the ambles and you hang a right. Cross over Ocean View Road. The traffic's not too bad this time of night. And then past the sort of the bit of scrubland below Stockley and Cousin, and then you are there outside the house of the Waynes.
Okay. I will, conspiratorially remove my bucket hat and lean in towards the others as if I'm using it to cover my lips. Like we're doing a sports moment, and I need to hide the other team from reading my lips.
The spirits have spoken. It's in the desk.
I will lean in and sort of say, so how are we doing this?
I don't know. I know where it is, but I don't know how we're going to get there.
Sure, Bob. Sure. I'm not sure. What's the best approach, do you think?
Well, I think we should leave it up to Bob, because apparently he knows where it is.
It's in the desk, but you have to get us to the desk.
Oh. Well, I mean, we could creep round the back and try the back door.
Okay.
Or, I mean, we could literally knock on the front door.
What did we forget here?
I hate to be the boring voice amongst all this, because this sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to be honest, and the perfect end to a beer festival weekend. But if we're certain this is the culprit, should we not put a call in to the police, the detective?
Yeah.
Especially if we're going on evidence, right? So we need a chain.
Well, we don't have any evidence yet. We have gossip.
Custard.
Gossip is pretty convincing, but I don't think the police care about that.
We could explain that we believe that this is the person, and then explain that we believe that the police need to bring one of those battering rams they use.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, let's make the call. Let's call our friend.
I mean,
Tell him
they'll be able to advise us, but if we could just go in after, we could get them en route to the house, and then.
Well, yeah, they could be on their way while we discover the evidence.
Yeah.
Just like in the shows.
I like everything about this plan.
All right. Let's make the call, and then let's knock on the door.
Whoever's the most sober should make the call, I feel, at this point.
I'm going to glance across at the amount that I've been drinking, and the amount that of vomit that has been produced by one of us, and then I'm going to say, I don't think it's either of us.
No, you're right. I don't think it's any of us.
All right, Bob will pull the phone out.
We
gotta get this done.
I don't mind. Ewan speaking, I don't mind doing it.
So he'll dial the phone, and then he'll hand it to Arthur. It's a flip phone. Just so you know, just for atmosphere, I need you to understand this is a flip phone in 2020. Not a new one. But it is ringing for,
Cornwall here. If this is who I think it is, I hope you've got some good news, because you're pushing it to the line.
We appreciate that. We fully appreciate that. It's been a rather hectic day. I'm here with Andy and Bob. I'm sure you're enough of a detective to figure out who this is in that case. We believe.
Sorry. Hey, Night Wanderers, Ben. Heidi ho. Hope you guys are good.
Hey.
You guys doing well? Comes to stream tonight. What were you guys up to? Anything super good and fun, I hope. I'm just buying time so I can eat Pringles before I answer their question. I know Big Ben Newborn's him.
Yeah,
That.
hey.
I know. Oh, how about that, eh? Well, fancy pants himself. And the Night Wanderer.
Ooh, fusing realities. We love that.
There we go.
I just read parties as pastries, which also sounds fun. I mean, both sound fun.
Have I got any fun music to celebrate their arrival? Oh, this might be the best I've got. No, hang on.
Lizards.
No.
Oh, yes. That's what we're about to do.
Or maybe this one. Oh, it's not working.
Have that instead.
Looks like they've got rid of it since it's inside of it. It's a bit delayed.
It's in the queue.
How did you do that? You dropped the queue. All the good tunes are out tonight. Thank you for joining us, Raiders, and I'm glad you had a good evening. Our heroes are lurking outside the house of a middle-aged couple.
A murderous middle-aged couple.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
You got the proof? DJ Cornwall here. This is who I think it is, because you've left it pretty late.
Yeah, we appreciate the time. It's been a pretty hectic day. Sorry to leave it so late. I'm here with Bob and Andy. I'm sure you're enough of a detective to figure out who this is.
I am. How's most importantly, how's Thistle?
Thistle's grand. Thank you. Thistle's doing very well, and I've given him some scritches behind his ears.
He's a very good boy, isn't he? He's the bestest boy.
He's the bestest. Listen, more important than who is the bestest boy, because sometimes it's me. We think we're outside of the culprit's house as we speak at this very moment.
Oh,
It's been a long road to lead us here.
You're still in Southbourne, right? Down this long road.
Yeah, of course. We're in St James. We're in St James.
St James.
We're outside the house of Cherie Wayne.
Cherie Wayne.
Yes.
As in the wife of David Wayne.
He looks around conspiratorially. Yes.
The wife of the man who was in the Morris dancing team with the deceased.
Precisely. Listen, long story short, she was on a jewelry course, which uses a particular brand of cyanide. We spoke to the owner of the jewelry shop, and there was some missing. We've eliminated some people from the list of attendees, and here we are.
Well, firstly, everyone knows there's some missing when it comes to Delilah Moonbeam.
She's a fine woman, and I won't hear anything otherwise.
Bob says she's a fine woman, and he won't hear anything otherwise.
Has Bob been drinking?
No, only water.
Oh,
water all day.
Yeah, his wife did ask me.
But more importantly, some of her supply of cyanide.
Oh, that's interesting.
Have you had the lab reports back yet?
The lab reports, the bods that were here did find some things you might find interesting.
Please tell me it's
just
cyanide.
had them back recently. Yeah. Now, on his chest, the deceased chest, there was discoloration, cherry red skin, which they believe can be a sign of cyanide poisoning.
By Cherie Wayne.
So, if there's the potential there, if that's potentially it, and you believe that, do you have the cyanide at all?
We don't. We thought we'd call you to, being the police, you seem best placed. We're about to go in.
The police. Have you been drinking?
What? No, or well, maybe one or two, but there was
maybe
hours ago.
Maybe it's your accent.
Probably. We're about to go in and confront her. We just thought that you might like
What?
to make an appearance.
Like,
Unless, of course, you've got any other advice.
If you're gonna confront her, and it's not her, that is a whole lot of trouble solving that's going to be for us afterwards. Do you understand that?
It is her.
Well, we're not going to confront her aggressively. We're going to question her, as we have with other people, and we're going to get the
Bob
truth.
is uncomfortably close to you right now, listening.
Bob is uncomfortably close to me right now, listening to this phone call.
It is her.
Do you have a motive? Do you have proof? Is there evidence, or is it all hearsay and patterns tying together?
No, there's no gossip involved at all. We're pretty certain that she's frustrated with the campanology, the bell ringing side of things at St James's.
Why would she be frustrated with the campanology?
Well, this is going to sound ridiculous, but her coffee morning has been moved to Phyllis Chumley's house. We've got a letter that explains that it's been moved from her house because of the ringing of the bells. Something about that. Either that or bats.
Tell him about the lies. Tell him that she lied about signing.
Oh, you tell him, Bob. Bob, here's Bob. I'll pass over your phone.
Okay.
I will add in just loud enough to be heard. Who has not been drinking very much,
other than water.
She said that she hadn't left the house, but she signed a petition at 9:30, right after. She would have been coming home, and she lied, and she said she hadn't left. But her name was on the petition, as well as the other ladies.
The ladies from the coffee group?
Yes. And they're against the campanologists. They're for the bats. We have badges.
I've been hearing about the bats. The badges?
Yeah, from the petition.
Badges?
You get a badge on the little bat pins.
Arthur's awkwardly close to Bob now.
Yes. We're basically like leaning in to the microphone.
Bob, Marjorie says that she wants you to take her shopping at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I hope you're going to be okay for that.
Oh boy. It's late tonight, isn't it?
It feels like it's something she'd normally do.
Golf by then.
It feels like it's something she'd normally do later in the morning, but it feels like she's doing it early to prove a point.
Well, she makes a lovely cup of coffee. I'm sure that will revive me enough from the excitement of tonight. It's going to take me a while to get to sleep, though. This is very exciting stuff.
Okay, so let me put this straight then. So, you believe that Cherie Wayne poisoned Hugo Carstairs?
Yes.
She did this. Her motive is because of the coffee morning being taken from her house.
Oh, yes.
To Phyllis Chumley's house across the beautiful house. By the way, Phyllis Chumley's beautiful house.
She makes a good cookie.
She likes to have the local constabulary around for cups of tea every week. Of course,
had some tacky plastic blue shoe covers on the shoes when we passed.
None big enough for my shoes, of course, being an old school policeman. So that's her motive. You believe that
it's pretty reasonable, don't you think?
I've heard worse. You believe that she used cyanide, which she took from her jewelry lessons that she was having at the Mystic Nook, Delilah Moonbeams.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as far as you're concerned, that she was lying because she'd said she'd been in all day, but the form in the village showed that she'd signed it that morning before returning home again.
Yes.
Okay. What time was what time had she signed? Do you know?
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it said 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
It's been about a year.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that's true. Hugo Carstairs was found dead at 12:30.
Yep.
Okay.
She signed the petition at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Thank you.
So she was out and about. So you're saying that after that there was plenty of time to get to Waltham Bridge?
Yes.
We've done it.
Where?
She had a partially completed snack when we got there.
Snacks. So that is important. What? How did she do the deed?
Poison.
But when? Like, in what moment?
Well, before he drank.
So you at the brewer's tap? I'm just playing.
Quite
You understand?
possibly.
As I'm putting things together in a pattern. If you're, as you
Yeah.
can hear, I'm walking down. I'm in the car now.
Mhm.
I'm just putting things together for when I get there.
I mean, these are very sensible questions, of course.
It
But
might
we're
just-
certain that we're going to find the cyanide in her desk, in her letter desk.
Just a word of advice. It might be worth coming in on Fenwick Farm Lane rather than the Rupees. There were some drunken louts sort of crowding up the road. It looks like there's quite a bit of foot traffic going back to the train station, so you might want to come in the other way.
Bit of a mess.
I guess that's something you and I will have
Priorities,
to
you
deal
know.
with on Monday afternoon after Bob's
Yeah.
shopping trip. Okay, if you feel you can, if you think that's the right person and you can get a confession and you can find proof, then let's do it. I'm on my way.
Great. And he flips the phone closed before anybody else can say anything.
Arthur goes to say something and then retracts it very quickly.
I will
So,
firmly plant my bucket hat back on my head and sort of make a little sort of, yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I feel great about this. We don't know the exact method of delivery, but they can figure that out. You know, we've done a lot.
We could go in and question rather than go in and accuse. We could
Sure,
tell them
we
we're
have
having
more
trouble with the
questions?
case and
Few more
try and
questions?
piece it out.
You should go in first, though, because you're the handsome one, and I'm a wobbly old man.
I'm a wobbly old man.
You are more in. If
I already
you'll
used
excuse
her
me saying,
line.
you're a wonderful young man, but you are more in her age bracket. If you
And marginally less covered in vomit.
It's 10
True.
past 8. It's 10 past 8.
Listen, more importantly, who has the most battery left on their phone? Because we should record the conversation, right? Just
I
in
don't
case.
have a camera on mine.
And then well, it doesn't have to be a camera. Just audible. I'm sure will be fine.
I don't know why you're looking at me. Young
I don't
whippersnapper.
technically have a mobile phone listed, but I'm going to make a guess here that because of his interest
It is 2020.
in
Yeah, you
I'm kind of
communication
assuming.
technology.
You've all got a
We've
mobile
been
phone
calling
if you
Yeah,
want them.
I'm going to make a guess that Andy's is probably a pretty decent one because he does
And-
enjoy his comms tech.
He likes
He's the-
phones, yeah.
He's most likely to have a decent phone. Let's put it out of the three. I can see Arthur having a knackered old one that's been dropped off 30 different things and he's not too bothered by it.
Yeah.
All you got to be able to do is check the game trail cams. Make sure you get the correct number of weasels passing by every day.
Exactly. The
Emergency calls out in the field.
if anything, the heavy duty case is 3 times thicker than the phone itself. So
It took no
badly
damage from the trailer tumble.
yeah, it's been absolutely fine.
One or the other. Yeah.
It's got its own stats. It's doing absolutely fine.
Less damage than us.
Okay.
The lights are on in the house.
She's definitely not peeking through the blinds, wondering why there's 3 old men
You can
talking on
hear,
the phone outside her.
you
in
can
the
hear
street.
you can hear the hum of what might it be? Are we a bit late for Antiques Roadshow? Maybe they're watching Antiques Roadshow, but they're on iPlayer, so they're watching it a bit late.
Okay. Well, let's go. And He'll start up the porch steps, but he's still holding on to Arthur. So Arthur comes along,
Arthur
and he
will come
wobbles a
along.
bit if he's not quick enough.
Get ready to press that record button, Andy.
I will do so and quietly, conceal the fact that we're recording.
Mm-hmm.
Just tuck it back in my pocket, but make sure it's not like wrapped up in cloth and won't be able to pick things.
All right. So we're knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell, whichever is most appropriate.
You hear a bit of a kerfuffle in the living room. The one of where there's a bit of a sigh, a bit of a, who could that be? I'll. Do you want me to pause it? No, it's okay. I'm not interested in this one anyway. I think it's a fake. And you hear the steps stomp out down the hallway, and the door opens on a chain, and it is it's David who's come to the door. Okay, wasn't expecting to see the three of you here. What can I do for you?
We're sorry, David. Sorry to disturb you at this this hour.
Are you okay? You look dishevelled. He looks past you at Bob. Is he okay?
And Andy will look to Bob.
It's a bit of a late night, but
Sorry, Arthur.
I think we can conclude this pretty quickly if we just put forth the effort, don't you?
Yes, of course. Sorry, do you mind if we come in? Bob could do with a sit down.
Cherie and I are watching TV. We are relaxing. It's been, as you would understand, it's been quite a day, quite a stressful day.
Mm-hmm.
We were just hoping for a bit of normality before, no doubt, there's going to be all sorts of things to sort of fill in and to be questioning and this, that, and the other over my friend's death. You will understand that, of course.
I can appreciate that, but an injured 71-year-old man on your doorstep.
He wobbles a bit extra.
You wouldn't want to be responsible for another death today, would you?
Oh, let's go for
No, he'll pat Bob apologetically on the shoulder as he says that.
My goodness, did you say another death? Oh my goodness, that's like a change the roll I'm gonna make you make. It'd been quite an easy roll until then. Let's assume you didn't hear that bit. Let's go villaging, schmoozing, and fitting in, please.
Are you sure about that? What was the other roll?
That's your luck.
Can I use my D10?
I could give you farming, lording. I don't know, lording the people's speeches, maybe. Lording the people's speeches, or villaging, schmoozing, fitting in. They're the ones I'll give you.
I'll take the fitting in, but can I use my D10 boon?
Your boon,
please?
yeah, you can. Rub out your boon.
I shall go back to D10. Oh, come on, dice. Okay. That's a 6, a 4, and a 1. I can't hold them up because they're awkward dice.
David frowns for a little bit and he looks Bob up and down. Then his face softens a little. The door closes, and then you hear the metallic sort of clinks, and then it reopens again, wider. He says, "Well, one wants such an elderly gentleman of God to be left on the streets on a night like tonight. Come on,
Well,
come through.
thank you so much. It's just so stressful when another church musician
come through to the kitchen. Come through to the kitchen. Come through to the kitchen.
It's a sad day.
I am sorry, David. We won't be long.
That's okay. That's okay." He you see him lean his head through to Cherie. Says something that you can't really hear. It sort of mumbled through the door, and then he puts his head back round. He says, "Come, the three of you," and he sort of points you through to the kitchen, which you recognise. In the past, you've gone through. It's been sort of the living room on one side and straight through to the kitchen, and you're into the kitchen area.
What is Cherie in the living room?
If you glance through, you will see Cherie is indeed in the living room watching Antiques Roadshow.
If Arthur does glance through and stick his head around. Does he see any kind of weird wooden writing desk type drinks cabinet that
Looks like a bread bath.
Bob's been harping on about and he doesn't quite believe is a thing?
Roll for me an investigation. Let's go sleuthing, police work, evidence.
Okay. But sleuthing and police work. Plus a D10, right? Because we always get a D10 for being human.
We do get a plus 7 for being human. It's what separates us from the animals. They don't get D10s.
Poor Thistle doesn't get a D10.
This one never gets a D10.
That's 2 4s and a 9, I'm afraid.
You can't see one, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Doesn't mean it's not there. Not is there. It's not there. Is there? Not there.
It's not there.
But you don't see it in your glance. Let's say you can see 3 walls. But with your glance, you can't see the one next to the door. I think that's
cool.
reasonable.
He can't without his metal detector, unfortunately. What he will do though is off the back of David saying something that he couldn't quite pick out. He'll aim to position himself in the kitchen where he can sort of keep an eye on what Cherie's doing, just in case.
There is an angle. It's a bit awkward, but you'd see her. You can kind of see the TV and maybe a quarter of the room, maybe, like a sliver. You'd see her if she's moving, but you can't see her where she is. But
Perfect.
if she moves around, you'll see if she goes into that part.
Cool.
David offers for you to sit down, Bob. Automatically, of course, it is England, so you head straight over to the kettle. Put some water in. He says, the 3 of you look like you could probably do with a hot drink.
It never goes wrong, does it? He sort of like settles comfortably into the chair. He's not even pretending. It's actually really welcome.
The last time he was sat down, he got thrown violently from his seat.
Yeah.
For some reason.
We heard a loud crash about 15 minutes ago. That wasn't the 3 of you, was it? Looking sort of at the scuffs on shoulders and elbows.
We did hear it as well.
Oh, I wonder what it was. Don't tend to hear too many noises like that around these parts.
Over the bells, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, the bells. Well, it's the bats, of course, everyone feels sorry for at the minute. That's what everyone's been talking about, isn't it? Save the bats, bats this, bats that. Yeah, he sort of sighs.
But what about the campanologists?
It did upset Hugo. All that talk of bats. He took it personally. Said that it was more the campanologists they were against than the bats they were for, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the bats?
Roll and interrogate for me, please. I'm not saying that what he says is true or false. I just want to see how you may perceive it.
Interrogate, sleuthing. Is that police work?
That is police work. Yeah.
I've only filled in the ones that I've actually got. Sorry, so I don't know what the other option is other than police work. Okay. That's 2 1s, a 3 and an 8.
Well, add your boom back.
Oh, okay.
No.
Very impressive.
Well, I guess we're going to let you do the talking.
I'm going to be honest. Well, actually, it's only interrogate. Any other talking? No.
He's a man who gets straight to the point at all times. What do I think about bats? Right. I don't mind them. I think it's probably worked out quite nicely in that regard. That if it had gone through, if it does go through, they might ease off a little bit. You know, campanologists are going to campanologic, aren't they? But
That is. I saw. In fact, we saw several T-shirts saying that around the beer festival today.
Yeah.
but
It's true.
but
Plus, you must get a little bit of a more of a lie-in now. I'm sure there'll be a break in the early. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes out on the island, when I'm off to work, bright and early in the morning before any other normal human being is awake, we can, if the wind's blowing in the right direction, we can hear them from there. Must be a nightmare for you.
well, that'll run. That'll run anyway, of course. The hours, such like, are rung by members of St James anyway.
Mm.
It's only the bigger performances are put on by the by the groups. Yeah, sort of your 9 o'clock, your middays, your hourlies during the weekends. You know, your sunset and so on are run by the church.
Mm.
And I'd imagine that'll keep going unless this bat thing comes on. I don't know. It's tradition, isn't it? I suppose. And I get it. We knew when we moved in here. I guess we didn't realise quite how loud it would be. But a chance to live in St James, a chance for Cherie to make the friends she made. You know, be a woman of bit more position, I suppose, in the community is what we wanted.
Is that important to
It's
to
important.
her?
It's important to all of them.
Of course it is.
It's
I
like
understandably.
that group. That's whenever that group's on, I make sure I'm out. That's for sure. But I love Cherie, of course. You know, I adore her. We've been married for so long, and you know, I agreed to move here for her. I was absolutely, you know, want her to be happy in it. But that aside, when Phyllis Chumley and Catherine Staples, oh, especially Catherine Staples, go over, they're just like Millie LeBlanc. You know, she has her positives, I suppose you could say, two at least. But
No.
you can't spend too much time around them. Hey, Chris Kidd, how you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. What were you doing this evening? Anything fun? Oh, Oliver, hang on. We need to put a raid song on. We'll go for that one. That one for Oliver. If it plays.
Hey.
Hey, go Finn. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Our three friends are questioning some middle-aged people about a murder.
Mm.
There we go.
Not very efficiently.
No, I wouldn't expect you to. He says, yeah, so when Phyllis and Millie and Catherine are all over, yeah, the origin is becomes my second home. Let's put it that way. I make them all a cuppa, and then I'm out of here. I just go on about the church and the school and the WI and events, and it's difficult because Catherine hates us Morris dancers, of course. I guess she'll probably be relieved that we won't be able to do anything for a little while because of well, you know, so what's happened today.
There's no way for you to continue? I mean, obviously not today, but in the near future, can't find a quick replacement who could step in, not to fill the shoes, but to you know.
Well, if we're thinking with how it is with the team, it would be we'd meet, talk things through. We would need to find at least someone else, of course. Can't have a team with just the four of us. It'd be difficult. I guess I'm sort of the second, so it'd be on me. But we do most stuff, this discussion together anyway. You know. Stephen and Terence. Neil, Bill. I worry about Neil. I don't know Neil. He's looking at moving away. Maybe Bill's got his own business. Stephen's in the city half the time. I don't know. I don't know if it does stay together after this. I'd like to think so.
Well, you know who's got a fine set of legs. My dear friend Bob here.
Oh, no. I thought we were talking about Andy.
Oh
Much
no,
admired.
yeah, of course, you're right. Sorry,
I'm far too busy. Far too busy with my other things. I have to take my wife shopping tomorrow morning at a ridiculous hour. Are the shops even open?
Like I guess there's older Arthur. He's one of the campanologists. He might start coming if they can't ring. But he's old man now. You know, he's 70, and he's one of the volunteer drivers of the beef train. So his time's limited. So of course he can't do both, but he might come along, I suppose. But I believe that Southbourne Morris will survive. I hope it survives. I just don't know yet. I haven't thought about how that will work yet, if that makes sense. You know, there's many places we can play. There's many different things we can branch out to, things we can change, things that can stay the same.
I tell you what, David. Seeing how important this is, and the emotional attachment, and obviously the meaning that this Marsh group has to you is it's quite striking, I must say. If you can fetch me a stronger drink, I'll sign up right here, right now. Have you got a drinks cabinet anywhere?
Oh, hello.
I was about to drop straight into an accusation, so I'm glad you came up with that.
Okay.
Villaging, schmoozing, fitting in, please.
Oh dear. I'm going to use my D10 again. And I'm going to cross off my boon that I just received. This is not my... excuse me.
It is the finale. You'll be all right.
It's not my bag.
Exactly, everyone knows that.
That's okay though. That's 2 4s and a 1. Ugh.
Whiskey, gin, or a snowball?
Oh, you're a kind man. I would. Your preference.
Well,
I'm not one to try and overpower a new team. Is that what you said? You call it a team? A new troop mate. Teammate.
We are in Middle England. Let's go for a snowball.
Come on, and he'll hoist up Bob off his chair.
Why am I going?
We're all going.
Yep, I'm going, definitely.
When Bob just has to protest. His joints are all
Sorry, Bob.
doing the thing.
Never mind. You go back into the corridor, and then pretty much the door opposite the living room, there's a shut door that's been shut the whole time. And he opens it, and in there it's like just like a small drawing room. It's a room. It's a house that has two front rooms basically.
Mhm.
One's like their living room, and the other one's I guess like a guest room basically, somewhere where you might receive guests, I suppose. Um, and in there's a cabinet about a meter wide. That Bob is exactly what you envisaged in one of your talks with the spirit world.
He pulls on Arthur's elbow a little bit just to make his point.
Arthur will clear his throat. Sorry, it's quite cold out there. It's a bit jarring
Is
to
it?
come into such a lovely warm home. It's really not.
It's 27.
It is if you've got a kilt and a vest on, I'll be honest.
You hear a voice from their living room, from Cherie. Everything okay, love? Dave says, yeah, it's fine. Just offering our guests a harder drink. Sounds like Arthur is interested in strapping the old bells to his ankles. Cherie said, yeah, Cherie, call out. There's a perfectly good whiskey in the kitchen, my dear. And David pauses for a second and says, if you're good enough, fine with whiskey, that might make more sense.
I'm fine with whiskey. Can I cast my eyes around and see if there is a suspicious-looking desk?
The cabinet that Bob has suggested, the wooden with the sloping thing that you lock and pulls down, is in that room.
It's the drinks cabinet.
And there's another writing desk. There's a small side table. There's a few chairs scattered around. It seems like it's used from time to time, but not often. In there, some doilies, some dried flowers.
Does the actual desk have a drawer?
So not the drinks cabinet that Bob saw, but another desk. Yeah, it has. It's got like the green top, and then underneath it's got a drawer with two little brass handles.
Then I will enthusiastically say, "Well, then, lead on to the kitchen," and hang back just long enough to try the drawer on the desk before following.
Can't believe you don't believe in my clairvoyance.
Arthur, who clearly doesn't believe in the clairvoyance, but is intrigued as to what's going on here. We'll take a really long, awkward moment to pause and think about actually what's happening, and is it better that we do this out of sight, or
This is a
bide
fine
some time for
furniture,
other
isn't
people?
it?
And he'll be like, yeah.
And Bob will
of
say
course,
as
we've
he
got
walks toward the drinks cabinet to like run an admiring hand over where the door opens. Well, it's beautiful. Was this here when you moved? Is it in the family?
Casts a half an eye back as he's leaving. No, it's something we brought with us now. Please, sorry, like my wife said, there's a fine whiskey in the kitchen. Sorry for bringing you in here. He sort of puts half an arm around you, Bob, I guess, and sort of friendlily leads you out of the room. Arthur, you're a bit behind, and I think that's absolutely fine, Andy, that you can lurk back briefly. But you're working in seconds more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying the drawer to see if it pulls open.
Drawer opens.
Is there a small file of some sort in there?
Small file. Are we talking like a file of facts or a metal nail file?
Neither of those. A file, as in a small bottle that might contain some form of poison.
That. In a
Something that might contain a filter, a draft.
in the desk that is different to the one that Bob pictured, which is across the room.
Exactly.
No.
Okay. Then I will slide that drawer.
Just put my mind straight. Okay, yeah. I'm
I will slide that
everywhere.
shut. The other one is the drinks cabinet type thing, right?
Someone's not trusting Bob. Poor old Bob.
As an honorary member of the Metamind, I like Bucky. Really?
It's
Are you just trusting the meta?
It's not trusting clairvoyance.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's the issue.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
The one that was
exactly.
pointed out is effectively the drinks cabinet. It's one of those roll top things, is it?
It's kind of like an old writing desk. What they call them? But it's been repurposed. Sounds like it's been repurposed. So it's on legs.
So like one of those fold down ones.
Yeah, like the diagonal front with and it comes down from the front and it would pull down. You could write on, but people in England use them for stuffing their bottles and glass in as well, don't they? So it's there. It's sort of walnutty, and it's got the lock hole in it, and a little brass handle in the middle, right in the middle where you pull it down from the top.
Well then, as I head to the door to follow, I will just check to see if it is in fact locked.
It is indeed locked.
Okay. Then I will follow behind and catch up with the others.
As you catch up with the others in the kitchen, and you see our dear friend David Wayne sort of grabbing a bottle of whiskey. There's another knock at the door, and you hear Sylvie. You sort of see her head poke round the doorway. So you've sort of gone to the kitchen. He says, "Who is it?" Her voice says, "DCI Cornwall. I'd like to speak to you about the death of Hugo Carstairs, if you have a moment." And sadly, that's where we're going to need to finish for this evening.
No.
All right, Ewan, you're gonna have your but one more thing soon.
It's set up beautifully though, to be fair.
I know.
Cliffhanger of cliffhangers.
Unless, of course, we're wrong, in which case
we're so right.
You've just killed like 40 minutes on an absolute dead end.
No.
It is 8:20. You have 70 minutes remaining.
No, Cherie did it and he delivered it and he's having regrets. Listen to that man. He's all like, "Oh God, I've got to give up my group for the love for my wife." That was the speech he gave. Oh, my friends, the friend group's going to dissolve. The band is gone. It's over with. We'll never play again.
I'm so desperate that I'm going to give this weird Scottish man who demands a drink just so we can get someone else into the Morris troupe. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he did it. We know how it was delivered now.
100%.
Okay.
Sorry, Luke.
Well done. Well done. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
We'll see. I'm excited either way.
I'm excited that you guys.
Either way, something fun is going to happen.
I'm excited that you guys are going about it in a good and enthusiastic way, and that's all I can ask for. Whether you are right, whether you're close to right, whether you're badly wrong, then everything, as far as I'm concerned, is wonderful.
I'm not sure badly wrong needs to be a thing. We'll just be wrong.
I don't think we
just
are wrong.
old-fashioned wrong.
How do you classify
wrong?
Yeah, can you really rank it?
It's on a sliding scale.
What were the last words Hugo said to you as he died in your arms? You did this to me? Is that what he said?
Oh.
You were like a brother. You were the chosen one.
Something along those lines.
The last we had, Hugo was stood on the bar saying something about having the higher ground.
Well, I very much look forward to our next session.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
We'll need to make it.
Let's
We'll
not,
need to make it soon, I think.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
not leave it as long as we did before, because it's a lot of fun. And we're
Yes,
so
hopefully
close.
we can do it at, immediately after we manage to get through the Winter of Love.
Exactly. I might jump
Which
in
may
the
be
middle of
moving
it,
February.
as far as it concerns. Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds magic. Anyway, thank you, Sparrow, as always. What a star.
Yes.
Thank you to the rest of you. You weren't bad either. And thank you, Oliver, and dear viewers that's still here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All raiders, thank you
Yes.
very much.
All
And thank you,
raiders.
Luke, for taking us around the villages again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for crushing. It taught a very important lesson about the dangers of drink driving, I thought.
I
True.
feel that was a public service, yeah.
Done on purpose.
Absolutely. Right, we'll see you guys soon. Love you. Have a good Sunday, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.